what we really designed was a different spec for the franchise. I think it's very imaginative and it builds on what has already been done, and I think that's really important, that we are seen to build and not take away anything that was there previously. So it's a good team that we've inherited, and we want to really work with the staff and take this to a much far higher service than what we've seen previously. So I think that, this bid is more realistic in 2012. We didn't know about HS2, or certainly we didn't expect HS2 to be as part of the franchise. So this allows us to look at the medium term, but also bearing the long term in mind as well. And that's why the bid's been done in the way that it has, to take that into account. The big challenge for us is, there is still too many journeys that are getting made, away from rail. We believe that the market has got expansion there. We have to look at that and understand it better, and that's what we believe is in the bid of how we will attract more people. But we need to build that as well with capacity, and particularly on the routes that we're talking about. Birmingham, we'll see more capacity. Liverpool will see more capacity. So it's building all these different blocks into place that will allow this railway to continue to grow. And then obviously the big change will be when HS2 is eventually delivered, then that frees up then another big increase in capacity. And it's got to be incremental steps that we keep taking this forward. Clearly the new trains are very much more environmentally friendly. I think that the stat is roughly about 3% of all mileage is actually done off the electric network. So that's why the new trains will allow us to be far more efficient and particularly reduce our carbon emissions, because it will run under the wires for most of its journey. So that's going to make a huge impact on us, and then obviously the diesel part of it on the smaller part going through North Wales. Clearly, performance is not where any of us want at the moment in time, and I think that we play an important part with Network Rail in trying and enhancing that performance, and we've got to look at all opportunities of where we can make the timetables more robust, look at how the impact on certain events is reduced. And that's really important. We don't accept it, but events do happen, and it's how do we reduce the impact of those events. And I think that's the biggest challenge for us in Network Rail. How can we work together to make that impact less? This franchise bid has been far more prudent. I think we are inheriting a franchise that is obviously still on a growth trajectory, where previous franchises we've seen growth dropping off. We haven't seen that with this franchise, and we do think there is capacity there that we can bring into it. So we do not see this, we have to work hard for it, but do we not see this as a risk that maybe we've seen with other franchises, that risk has come in early in the franchise. So it's really important we work hard and make sure that we deliver all the targets that we said we were going to deliver, but we think we can do that. And clearly also there is other protection mechanisms, particularly the economic swings that we've seen over the years, which has obviously impacted in other franchises. We have a protection mechanism that's built into this franchise that will go some way to making sure that we don't have to be in a distressed state at any point. With the opportunity for HS2, we obviously see that giving us a number of different things. Clearly the obvious one is a higher speed network that will build in stages, but also what you've got to look at here is when the new network is built, that then frees up a lot of capacity on the existing route, and that then allows us to maybe serve greater communities, give them more trains, and it helps the whole network, puts an awful lot of additional seats into the network that will allow people to make sure that they don't lose out. I think there's a lot of winners that can come out of HS2, and not just the people that's on the high speed network, also the people that are on the existing network. We believe that they'll get a lot of benefits out of it as well.
I think a succession of direct awards, 1 or 2 year direct awards, has not been very good for the business. At least now we'll have some long-term horizons to look to invest in. There's a new Wi-Fi system. There's going to be a new onboard entertainment system, which will include music. We've got new services half-hourly service to Liverpool coming in 2022, and more services to sort of North Wales and Walsall. So there's still a lot to look forward to. More seats, and refurbished interiors. So yeah, there's some real improvements coming. I think it shows the success that we've had. We've run a good business. We've got some good people, and the whole business has got amazing people in it. We're proud to be carrying on. We want to move on and move up, and we've got a lot to look forward to.